third pitch of the game, Luis Alicea can't check. Later, he rings up Mark Quinn. That ends the fourth. A no-hitter for Richie through 4. Top 6, Brent Mayne. This is toward Abraham Nunez. It gets past him. That's an error on Nunez, so the no-hitter is still intact. Same inning, man on second, 2 outs. Richie gets Ray Sanchez to ground out. No-no through 6. Richie looking for the Pirates' first 9-inning no-hitter since John Candelaria in '76. Bottom 6, first and second, Jack Wilson. So right, they wave Todd Richie from second. Jermaine Dye is throwing home. And Richie is meat. One of 2 outs at the plate recorded by the Royals. To the 7th now, it's Dye. The comebacker to the mound that Richie takes care of. 7 innings, still no Kansas City hits. In the 8th, Joe Randa. And he goes down looking for 1 out. Next batter, Richie rings up Carlos Beltran. That's 2 outs. Finally, Brent Mayne. 1 hopper to Nunez to end the 8th. Richie takes his no-no into the 9th, but remember, it's still a 0-0 game. First pitch of the 9th, pinch hitter Raul Ibanez. He pops out. That is out number 1. 2 outs to go. Next batter, Richie facing Luis Alicea. And that takes care of that. Base hit to right. Richie's no-no gone after 8 1/3. But why not? Pirate fans haven't had much to cheer about all year, so they give Richie a standing ovation, and it was certainly well-deserved. Next batter, Ray Sanchez. And look at Jack Wilson turn the 4-6-3. Gorgeous. Inning over. Richie worked 9, allowed just the 1 hit, struck out 6. Did not walk a batter, but would he even get the win? Remember, 0-0. Bottom 9, Aramis Ramirez to left off Jason Grimsley. It's through. Brian Giles scores the game's only run, and the Pirates win 1-0. A 1-hit shutout for Todd Richie, who gets his 2nd straight 1-0 victory at PNC Park. Not bad for a guy who opened the season 0-8, the worst start in Pirates history. He didn't even get his first win this year until June 12th. He flirts with a no-no on Friday.
I started thinking about it around the 5th inning, whenever that ball went to Nunez and they called it an error. I really started thinking about it then. It was an exciting game. It was fun. It's probably one of the highlights of my career so far, and it was real special. The fans here were yelling and screaming, and I got chills. It was a great experience for me. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
With Friday's 1-hitter, Todd Richie improved to 6-1. Top 1 runner on second. This is Bobby Higginson, and that's a home run. 2-run shot is 10th. Higgy 4 for 5 Friday, and Detroit has the early 2-0 lead. Bottom 3, Mike Matheny. And look at Shane Halter spinning it short. This in support of Steve Sparks, who allowed 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 5. Bottom 6, Tigers leading 3-0. Jim Edmonds deep to left, and Higginson tracking it down. Craig Paquette tags from 3rd, though. 3-1 Tigers. Next batter, McGuire. Deep to right, Juan Encarnacion. Got it. McGuire stuck in a 3 for 45 slump. Bottom 9th, Cardinals down 4-1. Steve Sparks strikes out Edmonds. Next batter, he rings up Big Mac. McGuire 0 for 4 Friday, and the Tigers win 4-1. The Cardinals have lost 10 of 13 and fall 2 games below 500.
See it, don't you? Hey, TV lawyers want to know, have you been injured on the job? If so, call 1-800-LAWYER. Oh, man, that hurts. Robert Machado in the huevos. He would be okay.
In the what?
Yeah, I didn't want to go there.
All right.
All right. Later, it's Wood facing Jeff Leeper. His only hit in 5 plate appearances. Rondell White coming up awkwardly out. 1-zip sock. White would remove himself from the game later. 2-zip socks through 3.5. Later, it's Matt Stairs. Check out Matty. Now he's going to rip this one up the middle. Durham stabs it. Stairs 0 for 4. Yeah, that's a double play if ever I saw one. Stairs, by the way, batting just .255. Later, it's Wood blooping one, and, well, it's going to be caught. Maglio! Wow. Didn't have a hit Friday, but what a play. Here's a hit for Sammy Sosa. This one in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 game. Sosa goes 2 for 4, and kisses for everybody. Remember that. Kisses for everybody.
I'm moving to the other side of the set now, by the way.
Valentine! I promise not to do that again, but he doesn't. His only hit of the day, but more of those kisses.
You promised.
I know. Paul Konerko will not kiss anyone. He just kisses that baseball goodbye. 3-run shot. He has 50 ribs. Yeah, 7-2. The Sox beat the Northsiders in this one. 4-run seventh, the difference.
4.68. Bottom 2. He strikes out Jay Payton. Bottom 4 now gets Mike Piazza. Next up, Robin Ventura. Cone worked 5 2/3 scoreless innings, allowed just 3 hits, struck out 6. Top 5, Manny. 2 for 26 with 13 Ks, career versus Kevin Apier, but breaks up the no-no, number 27 for Ramirez, and it's 1-0 Boston, and Carl Everett. Hug me! A lot of love in this show. Bottom 6, Todd Zeal up with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and Rich Garces gets him to end the inning. Mets leave him loaded. Top 7, and El Guapo has got a bat. Rick White facing Garces. Guapo takes the 1-0. Yes, Carl, just a little outside. 1-1. Garces building a reputation as a very patient hitter. The 1-2 here. Garces perhaps realizing he may actually have to run the bases if he accidentally hits it. Takes all the way. In his defense, he was just activated from the DL with a bad hammy. Bottom 9, Derek Lowe facing Piazza. 300th career home run, and it comes on Italian night at Shea Stadium. His 22nd, Mets down 3-1. Still bottom 9. Man on second, 2 out. Peyton. Brian Daubach with a game saver. And the Red Sox win at Shea 3-1. David Cone gets his first win there since August 2nd, 1992. And what a difference a year makes for Cone. 4-14 last year with the Yankees, 5-1 this year with the Red Sox. Cone has won 5 straight decisions. The Red Sox have won his last 8 starts. Mets, by the way, have scored 2 or fewer runs 36 times in 91 games this year.
Yanks and the Fish. Kevin Millar rips this one to left field. I'm talking that's a corner shot, folks. Spencer relays it in. Lowell heading home. Will he be there? Can he get there? Todd Green can't handle the baseball nor the truth. 3-0 Fish. Later, it's Derek Jeter. Oh, Derek, not a good night. Second error of the game for Jeter. He had a rough go. Not so for Alex Gonzalez. 3 for 4, 3 ribs, scored 3 times. That shot is high and gone for somebody. Yeah, a souvenir. 5-zip Florida. Chuck Smith. Tino, have a seat. 0 for 4 for Tino. K twice, including that one. Smith, 7 strong innings, 7 Ks. More Gonzalez, you asked? More Gonzalez, we deliver. That's a 6-0 Marlin lead. Speaking of gone, how about Cliff Floyd? 2 for 4, 4 RBI, batting .346. The Yankees did not like this one bit. Largest crowd in 3 seasons of pro player. Most out to see the Yanks, and what they saw was an old-fashioned trip to the woodshed. Jeter's night tells the story. 0 for 4, bounced into a bases-loaded double play, and 2 errors on the night. Orioles and the Braves. Cal not in the starting lineup Friday. Check out this shot, folks. Andrew Jones facing Josh Towers. Right up the middle.
Yay.
Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. Hairston's back can't make that play. Indecision will cost you dates on Friday night and errors in baseball games. 3 errors for the O's. Vera scores 1-zip. Later, it's Chipper Jones running on the pitch. Jordan swings, strike 3. Andrew Jones says, thanks, I think I'll be scoring, as Chipper gets tagged out to end the inning. 3-0 Braves. Oh, so dramatic. Tom Glavine, meantime. Melvin Moore, have a seat. 0 for 3, got him swinging. Mike Kincaid, 0 for 2. You're done, too. Glavine with 4 Ks, yeah. Brian Roberts deserves workman's comp. Right off the noggin. Painful night at the dish for him. 0 for 4, painful in the field, too. Glavine makes it, wins in consecutive starts for the first time since April. It's been that long. Bravo's neck and neck with the Phils in the East. By the way, Rico Bronya announcing he will retire after the season. He didn't play Friday. We mentioned the Phillies. Steve, there's your cue.
You are the master of the segue. Blue Jays in Philly. Omar Dahl, 4-19 last season, trying to get to 10-2 this year. And in the first, he plunks Carlos Delgado, who was hit for the 2nd time in 2 games. He's not happy. Next up, Luis Lopez, Travis Lee overthrows Jimmy Rollins. Jose Cruz comes in. They give Lee an error, and it's 2-0 Toronto. Bottom 7, we're tied at 2 bases loaded for Doug Glanville to right. Pat Burrell scores. Johnny Estrada coming home. Oh, man, is he out. Phillies take a 3-2 lead. Top 8, Raul Mondesi. Deep to center, and Glanville is at the wall. That ends the inning. Wayne Gomes, your thoughts? Still 3-2 Phillies. Bottom 8, this is Scott rolling, and that's a home run off Bob File. File this. A 2-run shot is 9th, 5-2 Phillies. Next up, it's File. This is called retaliation. Remember, they hit Delgado. Gary Cedarstrom immediately plates File. Phillies win 5-2. Buck Martinez.
Thank you. Fred McGriff, meantime, didn't hear 4 right there. He heard 7, as in his 7th error of the year. D-Rays were down 3-0. That seemed to make him mad. Javier Vasquez pays the price. McGriff's 16th home run of the season. So, yeah, 4 times now the Spos have gone back-to-back this year. They snap a 3-game skid in the process. And you got to love the crime dog audition. Yeah, so he had the error. But Chicagoans are salivating. That 2-run rip, just a teaser. On the downside, he did strike out 3 times.
Rockies in Texas. Mike Hampton making his 6th attempt to get that 10th win. Bottom 2, El Gato Grande. Andres Galarraga, his 9th of the season. Career home run number 369, tying Ralph Kiner for 51st all-time. 2-0 Rangers. Still in the second, Randy Velarde, base hit to left. Ricky Leday comes in. So does Mike Young. Rangers bat around in the second against Hampton and take a 4-0 lead. In the fourth, Young with just 2 homers and 129 at-bats all year. This one is gone. Young was 3 for 5 with 2 homers, a career-high 4 RBI, his first ever multi-home run game. Still in the fourth, Rafi Palmeiro, his 26th and the 426th of his career. That ties Billy Williams for 28th all-time. Hampton lit up. 7 runs on 10 hits in 4 innings, 10-2 Texas. Rockies have lost 5 straight. They have been outscored 40-15 during that losing streak.
Bottom of the second, Garrett Anderson, you may be seated. One of Chili's 7 Ks, his ERA down to just 3.15. This Lugo moment brought to you by Luis Gonzalez. Gone. 3 for 4 on Friday, 3 ribs, his 36th right there. D-backs out in front, 2-1. 2 batters later, it's Mark Graves. Gracie, can you do it? Yeah, you can. 2 for 3 on the night. He's batting .318. 3-1 D-backs, his 10th. Yeah. We showed you one Lugo moment. One good moment deserves another. That's a shot high and deep, and well, this one is playable off the AT&T wireless wall. 4-2 D-backs. Gonzo's driven in 89. Chili, yeah. You know, 13 can be all good. It certainly was for him. Lugo getting it done. 11 ribs in his last 8 games. As for Anaheim, well, here's a stat. Their 1 through 4 hitters went a combined 2 for 16 with 5 strikeouts.
Barry Bonds with 40 homers. Mariners 40 games over 500. Top 1, that was Calvin Murray on second. Jamie Moyer facing Rich Aurelia. It's into right. And look at Ichiro making that long throw from right all the way to third. One of his patented bullets. Not in time, though. Murray is safe. He's in there. Next batter, Barry Bonds. That's into right. Murray scores, and the Giants have the early 1-0 lead. Bonds Friday 1 for 5. That 1 RBI. Top 4, Giants up 2-1. Eric Davis on first. Moyer facing Sean Dunston. David Bell tries the throw to second. It's way off. Davis is safe at second. Check this one out. Bell spinning and throwing. Brett Boone is able to make the catch at second base here. Look, he's on the bag. But they ruled an error on Bell. Next up, Ramon Martinez into shallow center. This will deliver Davis, and San Francisco has a 3-1 lead on Jamie Moyer. Bottom 7 now, Russ Ortiz working for the Giants, and he rings up David Bell. Ortiz worked 7 2/3, allowed 3 runs on 7 hits, struck out 9. Bell fired up about it, and home plate ump Rob Drake rings him up.
Totally radical dude. Sean Green being bad. McMillian with that shot. Green, no, not quite. You should have caught that thing. Hernandez scores. Triple for McMillian. A's lead 2-0. Don't worry, Sean. We'll show you doing something good later. Chan-Ho Park walks in a run. A's up 3-0. That's never a good sign. Jason Giambi, next batter. Yeah, that one's up to left field. That looks like that's going to be off the wall. I knew that because I had a shot sheet. Park gets yanked. 5-zip A's. Now, we showed you Sean Green being bad. Why don't we show you Sean Green being good? Bye-bye, Chan-Ho. Nice goat, though. Sean Green with the sacks jacked. Empty them all. His 21st of the season. Dodgers were down 7-4. You see, we're fair. We're balanced. Eric Chavez not being fair to Jeff Williams. Wow. Has that thing come down yet? Oh, there it is. A's led 9-4 at that time. Oh, boy, 11-7, a 14-hit attack. Park falls for the 6th time this season. Isringhausen picking up his 18th save of the year.
Back in Miller Park after hitting 7 homers against the Brewers in Thursday's game. Bottom one, Mark Loretta. Brad Radke throws it in the dirt. A.J. Przinsky can't handle it. Devon White over to third on the wild pitch. Next up, Jeff Jenkins. Przinsky snap throw, and it guns down Devo. Przinsky threw out a runner at all 3 bases in the game. 2 batters later, Richie Sexton just 3 for 16 versus Radke, but he makes good here. His 20th. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Radke wins 6, allowed 4 runs on 9 hits. He struck out 5. Top 3-2 on for Torrey Hunter. That drops in. They are going to wave Doug Minkiewicz in Minnesota. Cuts the Brewers' lead to 3-2. Przinsky now. Runners on the corners. Big spot here. Ron Belliard smothers it. That saves a run for the Brew Crew. Bottom 8, Jeff Jenkins.
Bottom of the 8th inning.
Say hello to my little friend of Eddie Guardado. 445 feet. His 15th. Brew Crew wins 6-2. Twins had won 14 of their previous 16. The loss actually pushes Radke's career record below 500. He's 88-89 lifetime, although he has not walked a batter in his last 5 starts. So the Tribe with a chance to get within 4 of the Twins in the AL Central. Kevin Corr.
Synergy closed at 33-25 Friday. Did you know a field has its name? Tribe and Red. Sabathia, Kate Pokey twice. Sabathia had at least 1 K in every inning he pitched Friday. Roberto Alomar, get up! Get up and get out! His only hit. Not bad, his 10th. Tribe score 4 in the 3rd. They led 4-zip. Fry goes 2 for 4 on the day. Top of the 4th. Single up the middle. Junior comes up throwing. Woo! And still not there in time. 5-1 Indians. As for grip at the plate, 1 for 3. Cade right there swinging. Career high 11 Ks for Sabathia. Yeah. Shuey, meantime, well, had it going on too. Getting Michael Tucker. Stop calling me! You know, the Reds just can't score. Just 2 runs in their last 3 games, which is just 2 more than I've scored, Steve.
Padres 7-0 all-time at Enron Field coming into Friday's visit to Houston. Bottom one, Woody Williams hangs one to Bagwell, and Jeff Bagwell hammers it his 23rd. He's now homered in 4 straight games. 2-0 Houston. Top 2, Roy Oswalt strikes out Wiki Gonzalez. Next batter, Damian Jackson. And he cannot catch up to the heat. Throw him the heater, Ricky. Bottom 2, Vinny Castilla facing Williams. Oh, man. First of 2 for Vinny. 4-0 Astros. Williams tagged for 7 earned on 11 hits and 5+. Top 3, Oswalt rings up Ricky. Bottom 5 now. Bagwell facing Williams, and here we go again. Down the left field line. 2nd of the game for Bagwell. He's got 24 on the year. A bomb. 7-0 Astros. Top 6, Oswalt. Gonzalez waves at the breaking ball. Oswalt went 7, allowed 6 hits, tied a career high with 8 Ks, and the Astros beat San Diego 11-3 to